The fact that it's already the end of May genuinely makes me suicidal. I don't even want to think about it. This year has gone way too fast, and like I actually mean that. Like not a single month has dragged and I'm not having fun. They say time flies when you're having fun. I'm not having fun, so it really is going too fast. But this month for media, when I was making notes about what I was going to talk about, it was interesting because there wasn't a lot of, I don't think there's not a single TV show or movie that I watched that I loved, at least. And you know, I binge watch my usual stuff like NCIS and Murder, She Wrote and Law and Order and stuff like that, but nothing new. And I feel like I don't have the capacity anymore as much as I would want to watch films as often as I did. I watched hundreds a year. I've only watched 20 this year. And that sucks, but also I hope I just gain that back naturally. Like I'm not gonna force it, because the more you force shit, the less it's gonna go the way you want. So we'll see how that goes. But instead, I've noticed a lot of focus on games on my end, and so I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is music. Quite good music this year. This month I'm excited about it. So You've Got a Woman by Lion. I don't know what happened to this band. They never made a song again after this song, I think, which was like in the 70s. But it's the greatest song of all time, so they should make more music. Lucy by Claire Rosenkrantz. I literally waited, I think I might have spoken about this in the last one, but I literally waited months, like 6 months, for this woman to release this song, and I love it. Open My Door by Alice Phoebe Lou. Hearing this live was so awesome, and the lyrics just hit. They just hit in a way that most song lyrics don't. This one just hits deep for me, so I absolutely love this song. Looking Back by Lord Huron. I have followed Lord Huron since their big ass viral song The Night We Met, but I, in all honesty, like haven't really fucked with their other music. This one, ow, like physically hurts. Physically, I have been wounded. Shoot me in the head instead, it would be less painful. It's such a beautiful, sad, tragic song, and I feel like this is like the vibe that I expect from them when I think about The Night We Met. Then Undressed by Somber, which is kind of viral at the moment. Again, a sad song, a relatable song for most people at some point in their lives. I think it's just one of those poppy songs that I just end up listening to when I hear it everywhere. But it's good. Finally, these are my favorites of the month, and they're new, but Don't Let Me Go and Don't Cry, Put Your Head on My Shoulder by Tom Odell. Oh my god, he's back, my man is back. This man never flops anything. Hit after hit after hit, okay? Hit after hit after hit. I don't usually see bands or musicians live several times unless it's 21 Pilots, but I may have to sneak Tom Odell into that, because if these two singles are representative of his new album, I'm done for, okay? They're causing emotional turmoil, right? I need to call my therapist. I love that man. I love his songs about mental health. I love his songs about love and just life and the life experience. I think he's just perfect at it, and I'm so excited for a new album. There are 3 books I wanted to talk about. I think I'll start with Fan Service by 𝙂𝙧𝙗𝙗. I've read 2 other books by 𝙂𝙧𝙗𝙗, and one of them I really liked and the other one I didn't like at all. So I was very 50-50 on the fence about what I would think about Fan Service. I think the cover is way more beautiful than her other book covers, and this is totally out of her other kind of writing. So like usually she just does romance, but this was a bit like fantasy, like it's quite silly. It's not like fantasy when you think of like Babel or like, I don't know, I've never read it, but like Six of Crows or whatever the fuck it's called, it's not like that. But it was so like fanficky, and you get that from the blurb, like it's telling you like it's literally about like there's fan fiction involved, and I was like, this is ringing true to Little Miss Mia 5 sauce if you've been here since then. My camera died. But Fan Service was, first of all, it was an arc, which was awesome, and I didn't know what to expect, even though I knew it was a bit like fanficky and like that had inspired it, because I feel like the first book I've read of 𝙂𝙧𝙗𝙗's was quite controversial, and the second one I just didn't like. But I really enjoyed it. I think it was her best yet. It was so fun. It's so ridiculously silly, but like you totally believe it at the same time. Then I read The Emissary, which has been on my TBR for ages, and it's a really short book. It's translated fic, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect, but it wasn't that, but also it was written so well. And also I had read it just after finishing Never Let Me Go by Kazuo and Ishiguro, and I did not like that book. I was very disappointed by that. So many people told me they loved it, I'm gonna love it. I did not. And I feel like The Emissary, although to completely different plot lines, The Emissary encaptured what Never Let Me Go tried to be, but in like 100 pages less. So take with that what you. Then I listened to the audiobook of Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. I need that as a physical book right now. Okay, the only thing, like in my head it's a 5-star, but I didn't rate it that because I was annoyed by some of the dialogue, and I don't know if it's the way that the narrator was saying it, because there were moments where I was like, oh my god, if this woman doesn't shut the fuck up. But there were some bits of dialogue with the FMC where it was very cringy, and I was like, Lord help us all. But for the most part I loved it. It was just scrumptious. It was a scrumptious book. I actually preferred it to Deep End, which I think I also voted 5 stars, but again it's like different pros and cons here, guys. But those were my 3 favourites of men. And then this is where it gets a bit different. So like I said, I've been focusing on games a lot this month. I started playing 𝙂𝙧𝙗𝙗, which I am obsessed with, but there's too much to explain in this video, so I'm actually doing a whole other video on it because it's early access. It's Switch, which has had very different reviews in comparison to PC or any other kind of console, and I feel like you can tell it's early access, and it definitely has its cons as a physical game, but I personally love it. I think it's so fun. I can't wait for it to develop further. But yeah, I think if you are interested in that, then have a look out for another video that will be coming soon on a more in-depth review of 𝙂𝙧𝙗𝙗. And then finally, what I've been watching literally this entire month has been 𝙁𝙤𝙧𝙖's streaming. She streams every single day for May for St. Jude, which is a child cancer research charity and hospital, and they basically look after children with cancer and help children with cancer for free. They do everything, they cover every cost, from hotels to travel, and in America, where healthcare is not free like it is in the UK, I think that's genuinely insane that the government hasn't been like, shut this down, because it feels so rebellious almost, but I think it's perfect. It's exactly what's needed. And I love 𝙁𝙤𝙧𝙖. I've always loved 𝙁𝙤𝙧𝙖, and this is my first time like tuning into literally anyone's streams. I don't usually like streams, but it's all I've been able to watch this month. Literally, it's the only thing. I love obviously I love Sims. I love watching her play Stardew Valley. She's converted me. I was a Stardew Valley hater, and now I'm literally looking to download it when I'm back from my holiday. I think her mission is amazing. I think she always has like her parents on, because her dad has cancer, and her family like come on and like do things like her dad shaves his head, and I just think like she's just awesome. I donated, and she does so many awesome things. She's just an awesome person, like one of the very few content creators I think that actually does good shit. So whilst it's the end of May, she does stream every week, and she does this every year. She's been doing it I think for 6 years now. So you can tune in still. You can always donate to St. Jude, and you can tune in next year as well when she is doing it again. I know I will. I love her videos. I think she's just so awesome, is the best way to put it. But that's all for me. That is all the media I have been consuming. I will hopefully have more movies in the next one. I don't really give too much of a fuck about TV shows, if I'm being honest, at the moment. I've tried watching a couple, like one episode of like hacks and stuff, and it's just not for me. But that's fine. But yeah, movies I still hope to watch a bit more of eventually, but June is very busy, so we'll see. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Love you, bye.